Welcome to the tutorial for Talk Like Me, a super silly game for kids who stutter. This is a digital resource that is used for speech therapy, and it's ideal for students 1st through 3rd grade. You can find it on Boom Learning or Teacher Pay Teacher at Play Learn Talk, and once again, it's called Talk Like Me. Now, the point of this game is to help your students build their self-awareness as to their bumpy versus smooth speech, and it's presented in a playful format because it allows them to say carrier phrases or carrier sentences with different emotions, or imitating different characters, or pretending to be different animals. So it's just kind of silly and creative and fun and very lighthearted. And there's not going to be a right or wrong in it. It's just simply building their self-awareness. Now let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what this first category looks like. This is the structure of each page. So each page you're going to have 3 vocabulary words that your student will say in a carrier sentence and then sort into a bumpy pile or a smooth pile. Now, based on your student's knowledge, if they are not new to working on fluency and speech therapy with you, if they sort this into the bumpy pile, then you guys can discuss together, okay, at what point was I bumpy, and what fluency strategy can we now use to move this card over to this pile? But if your student's not at that level, don't worry, they can simply just sort it into these different piles. Now, if you're using this for teletherapy, I would recommend possibly using a voice recorder as your student is saying these sentences. You can pull one up just in another browser, and you can press play once they say the sentence or imitate it after you've said it. And then you play it back, and together you can decide whether it was bumpy or smooth. So that's just an option as another tool you can add to this resource to make it more effective and really helpful for your student hearing what you mean by bumpy versus smooth. So in this category, we are dealing with emotions. So we're going to have our instruction at the top of it, talk with a happy voice. Now we have a boy and a girl who are demonstrating the body language and the facial expression of the emotion that we're asking the student to say this carrier phrase in, okay? So not only can you work on fluency, but you can work on emotion vocabulary and facial expressions and body language. And that's just one other thing that you can work on in this resource. So navigation is down at the bottom. To go to the next page, we just press next, and you'll notice that we have the same vocabulary items as the page before. And I did this intentionally because it's going to be interesting for you and your student to compare. Well, on this page on aquarium, I was smooth, but maybe over here, let's say we got these smooth. Maybe over here on aquarium, it was bumpy. Maybe it was hard for me to say it smoothly when I was pretending to have a sad voice, right? Another thing that you can do is on this page, we were talking about things that are using a happy voice, okay? So you can kind of use this for some reasoning. So if I said I found an apple in a really happy, excited tone, does that make sense? I think it kind of does make sense. But if I found an alligator, maybe that doesn't make as much sense. Now over here, maybe it'd be weird if I used a sad voice with apple, right? So depending on the level of your student, and if you're working on other goals with them, you can ask them, like, why do you think she is feeling sad about finding an apple? Is that kind of weird? Or, just talk with them about it. Use it as a conversation starter. So let's move on. We'll keep moving on. So we have lots of vocabulary in here, and I've kind of kept each of these with the same sound. So we have camel and castle. This will be cowboy and clown. There's three per page. Let's see. Let's get to some new sounds. So we have duck and dog and drum. Let's go back to home and look at a new category. So here we have characters, and this is going to have kind of fantasy characters, and some of them are just real life, like community helpers. But they're going to just allow your student to be playful as they're saying these sentences. So here we have talk like a hero, talk like a cowboy. If they don't know how to do this, maybe you pull up a YouTube video of a cowboy talking, If you're using it for teletherapy, you really have so much access to so many videos that you can use as teaching tools. So don't be afraid to pull those up and pair them with this resource. Talk like a reporter. This might just look like them holding a microphone, pretending to hold a microphone. So some of these, it's not so much about how they sound, but they could incorporate their body movements into it too. Talk like a performer, talk like an inventor. I don't know what those sound like, it's going to sound different for each of your students. and it'll be a playful activity for you guys to come up with what that sounds like together. Okay, so let's go over to the animals. And once again, animals don't talk, right? So we don't know what these characters are going to sound like when your student, talks like a bunny or talks like a pig, So I don't know. It'll be fun for you to see what your student does. And that is the resource. So if you are interested in this, you can again find it at Play Learn Talk. It's called Talk Like Me, and it's on Boom Learning, and it's on Teachers Pay Teachers.